Hello and welcome! Today I will take you down the path of the 7 stages of sewing madness. And before we see things that cannot be unseen, subscribe and let me know in the comments what would you like me to recreate next. I dare you to challenge me. Unlimited power! Hoop skirt boning is expensive, fabric is expensive, so I resorted to a shortcut I am not proud of, a 20 euro Amazon hoop skirt made in China. The fabric is sacrilegious and the boning is subpar, and I really don't know what I was expecting. My plan was to disassemble that monstrosity, make it square by adding fabric panels to the side seam and attaching the boning pieces together so they all have the same length, and then they will magically give me the shape that I needed. Simple! I made gambiarras like this before. What could go wrong? When I took up on this project, I thought it would be a very nice thing to do and it would be simple. Oh boy, was I wrong. I had this idea in January when things were still normal, and the basic idea is I will challenge myself to sew something historically correct and go out and about in a mantua dress as a normal person in a modern age, just with the hindrance of having a very wide dress. But then lockdown happened, I was not able to get the materials I wanted, and then this hoop skirt caused a lot of things. Yes!
Yuki, dann muss ich nur ein heimliches Kleid.
Meow! Father, meow. I was sure I knew what I was doing and I was sure it was going to work out. I mean, look at that polyester, it's wrinkled forever and I would not dare to iron it because I don't wish to die of lung cancer from the plastic fumes that would come out of it. But hey, I have unlimited power, or so I thought until... math! No! How do you calculate a triangle? Verdammt! A plus B square plus C square. Aber was ist A? A ist das große, oder? 106. God! So this is 107. Jesus Christ! I think I would just got that if I... Never mind. Never mind. I hate math. Ja, das ist es hier. Die haben Mathe gemacht für gar nichts. Das ist auch falsch, was ich gemacht habe. Whatever. Ich mache 116, das war's. You don't need math for fashion. It's all a lie. So I have a lot of fabric now. And because I refused to have polyester in my house, the side panels were made with rayon, which was the lightest fabric I had. I serged them together and it was time to add the boning for the first time to check the shape. And that was also when I found the first of many mistakes I made. Brauch deine Hilfe! Irgendwo ist die Zange. Da.
Ich weiß nicht, was da ist.
Da.
Maus. Hund, Wörter.
Meine Hund. Hund. Käfig. Auf dem Käfig. You see, the original skirt is a quarter circle skirt, and obviously the boning channels were sewn in a curve, which meant I could not use them as they were. So I removed the boning, I took every scrap of lining fabric I had laying around, and I made new ones to be sewn straight. So after pinning and sewing 3 channels parallel to each other horizontally on the skirt, it was time to try again. Moral inventory. Now with the straight channels I was confident that all would go smooth up to completion. There were no more troubles to shoot, so I inserted the boning for a second time. The result was, however, very disappointing. The skirt was wobbly and the boning wasn't able to hold the weight of the fabric, and it was deforming into a weird shape that I cannot even describe. Now imagine if I were to drape the actual dress on top of that. No. So of course the boning was to blame, so I gave in and I bought 100 meters of metal hoop skirt boning online. Nagging. The answer to my prayers and the solution to all my problems. This very expensive boning was going to solve everything. I even got a beeswax flower for hand sewing with it, which is so nice and thoughtful. I bought a wider one for more stability. I was going to combine both for maximum material usage. I even stole the correct cutting tool from my father-in-law, so I needn't suffer no more. First, I made sure it would fit in the channels I had because I couldn't go through the trauma of sewing new ones. They fit, thank heavens. I exchanged the boning. There was no change in the results whatsoever, and I spiraled down into a nagging fit that went something like this. Revenge.
I should really find a name for this operation. She's sleeping with us in the bedroom right now, so she's scared of her.
Nah, Danger Fluff. You're a Danger Fluff. Yeah.
Oh no. You're so dangerous, Fluff.
Nah.
Look at this, danger. Everybody beware of the danger doggo.
Yeah. Don't hold on the lamps.
I just woke up and had an epiphany of how I should do that, which means that I would have to take the thing apart again. But it will be the last time. Hopefully, no more wobble. No more wobbly. I'm calling reinforcements. It's time for the glue gun. Yes, I will make the boning sturdier by sandwiching a layer of hot glue between two pieces of boning in the hopes that it will be more harder. It's my last hope. I'm not buying something else. It's enough now with the money spending. I'm desperate. In my previous attempt, I'd even tried inserting two bonings into the same channel to no avail. And someone in the costume group was nice enough to suggest attaching them to each other to not let them move independently, which might help with the sturdiness. I tried by duct taping the pieces together and it didn't really help, so my grand epiphany was really sandwiching the hot glue between both metal sticks. For that, I prepared a template that would help me make all pieces the same width and length, so at least my shape would be good from the outside, if I wouldn't count on accuracy anymore anyways. To that, I danced salsa whilst relentlessly burning my fingers. The time of truth. Let's mount this thing again for the 6th time, I think.
Shushu, was machst du? Was machst du? Was machst du?
Sushi. Monster. The hoops were hard and the boning didn't move anymore, so shoving them into the channels was quite annoying. The result? Complete mental breakdown. I'm having a mental breakdown. I will cut my bangs. Steve might kill me. I don't care. Beautiful. I see nothing. There's hair in my eye. It's not that terrible. I just need to take care of this. Woke up like this. I discarded the polyester construct completely and I decided to build a cage using cotton ribbon as channels and just have the boning as a rigid structure in itself to hold everything together. First, I sewed 100 meters of cotton ribbon together by the edges.
Why are you ignoring me? Sushi. No. Stop biting the... No.
My pillow. You don't love me anymore. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Use your words. Why you dangerous? Why you danger, Dogo? No dangers. No. No. Stop. No biting the, stop biting the pillow. No. My pillow. Yeah. Put those teeth away. Look, she's a Labrador now. Labrador Shepherd. Labrador Shepherd. Labrador Shepherd.
Then I inserted all of the boning inside and I constructed the cage directly onto my dress form, making sure it was stiff enough for my evil plans. It was still not the best solution, but I somehow managed. Full on-set madness. The plan was simple. Build a sort of tensegrity table on my hips using 3 reinforced horizontal hoops, 2 normal horizontal hoops in between, a few vertical structural pillars and some ropes for tension release. Easy, even with a nasty dog smacking the back of my head with its tail.
I don't enjoy these curves here, and I'm going to fix it using this connection here. 4 wooden sticks put together, because that's how they did it back then. She's not gonna like this. She's like me, she doesn't like to be hugged. No. So I think the structure is done. I'm trying to get some of the weight of this first one off, because otherwise it's gonna wobble again. And I found a wooden rod in the basement, and I will cover it and add it to the front here so it doesn't curve that much. Look at that curve. I hate that curve. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
And those weren't the only makeshift solutions I found. I also added some metal boning pieces wrapped in paper straws to certain places, as well as a final wooden rod to the hem. I was out of control. Yes, I think I finished it. And seriously, I wish I could move it to get a better shot. But look how massive this thing is. It's like, oh my god. And I'm using my lamps as a holder. So now it's the time of truth. Is it going to hold its weight or not?
I'm scared. Very scared. Let's see.
Let's remove the stilts. Oh my god, it's standing! It's standing on its own! It's standing on its own. It's magic. Oh my god. Will it now hold fabric? I have 100,000 pins holding this together, so I have to sew it first so I can test with fabric on top. Let's sew this. After this very unpolite interruption, I spent an obscene amount of hours hand sewing every single intersection on that cage from hell. I have the feeling I've been sitting here for a lot of hours and nothing is getting done. Ow, my back hurts. Grrr. Poking myself and bleeding everywhere was also part of the deal, although I never read that clause when signing the social contract. Preliminary tests show that the cage was able to withstand the weight of the underskirt, although it was not really placed where it should be. I pulled the ropes a little bit higher so the lines would be more correct, and the upper part of the cage would be aligned with my natural waist. And acceptance. I have nothing to declare. Am I proud of it? Definitely not. I am kind of ashamed. Did it work? Sort of.
I know ladies didn't do this or any of this back then, but I'm a modern lady, so I have to do everything by myself because I'm an independent, strong woman. Strong, independent woman with very wide hips. So I will open my own doors if I can reach them.
Even with all of the reinforcements, it's still not strong enough.
Too wide for the stairs.
Do I recommend this method? No, not any of them. Will I redo this? Once the trauma has passed and my fingers have healed, maybe.
Don't find anyone!
I still want a historically accurate dress, and this was supposed to be the one. But force majeure jeopardized the operations. Do you have any suggestions for me? Let me know in the comments below.
Isn't this a joy?
The whole ensemble can be seen on this video right at the top of the screen. It's a fun one. It was really fun. A lot of work.
Okay, now I have to put them back on the stilts. Hey! Stay there. Yes. I can remove them.
The only good thing is that I will be able to recycle everything I used for this hoop skirt. Maybe it will now be reborn into something useful.
Beautiful.
This is not a tutorial by any means. I hope you learned nothing today, aside from how not to make an oblong hoop skirt. If you like sewing shenanigans and crazy fashion projects, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye! To save me. You're coming to save me. I'm not in danger. So she came to save me from the nagging fit. Yes, she doesn't like me when I nag. I love you.
Sissy? Sissy?